What's going on, interwebs? Alright, guys, if you couldn't already tell by the gameplay, which I'm sure lots of you have seen already, or possibly even played yourself, this is Infinite Warfare Zombies mode, because A, I can't bring myself to play the multiplayer, because it's just as garbage-ass garbage as Advanced Warfare's multiplayer. And I didn't do the campaign because that would unlock maybe achievements, and then it would make me want to play the game to finish out the achievements, and I don't want to play this steamy pile of shit any more than I have to. So, I settled on zombies. This video is a culmination of shoddy business practices by Activision, and I guess this video is a direct message to Activision, which might get a copyright claim or strike by some legal representative of Activision. I say that a lot, but it's a distinct possibility. Gaming companies have been known to use YouTube copyright strikes as weapons against YouTubers speaking out against their bullshit. And that's just a sad way it is in this world. Activision has greenlit this DLC, which I'm sure you guys know by now, because I know Ali A talked about it, which is where I first saw it, if I'm going to be honest. And then the No did a video on it, so I'm going to do a video on it because I used to play COD. I used to buy every single fucking COD that came out. I used to be, quote unquote, one of those guys that would buy every single COD when it came out. They say with age comes wisdom, which I guess there does, because I'm 27. I almost had to think about it. Am I 26 or 27? I don't fucking know anymore. But I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm 27. I was born in 89. Somebody else do the math. I don't feel like it. Activision has decided to release a DLC out for the Modern Warfare Remastered. And this isn't for Infinite Warfare, for Modern Warfare Remastered. And it's maps that came out as DLC for the original game when it was out. I forget the names of them. It's like Chinatown, some TV station, some fucking creek, and then some other map. But the thing is, the DLC costs $15. $15 for a remastered game. Not only that, but the $15 price tag is $5 more, apparently. Which is, no, it's actually true, because I remember DLC back in those days was like 10 or 15 bucks for CODs. But that specific DLC was 10 bucks, and it's gone up to 15 for the remastered version, which has cheesed a lot of people off, especially the people who bought the Season Pass, which I guess in the fine print it said that the Season Pass only gave you access, which I believe the Season Pass is $50 itself, which is fucking goddamn outrageous. No Season Pass should ever cost more than $25, in my opinion. As a consumer, that seems like a very modest, very centered price. Asking $50 fucking for a Season Pass, you have got to lay off that crack you're smoking. You are goddamn fucking insane if you think I'm gonna pay $50 for a goddamn Season Pass. Even if I wasn't broke as fuck, there's no fucking possible way I would ever pay $50 for a fucking Season Pass. You are batshit insane, my friend. But that aside, in the fine print of the Season Pass, which a lot of people did not notice, the Season Pass only covers Infinite Warfare DLC. It does not cover Modern Warfare Remastered DLC. So people not only had to spend the extra money, $80 to $120, for the more expensive versions of the game just to get Modern Warfare Remastered, and then they bought a $50 Season Pass on top of that if it didn't come with the edition they bought. If they did buy it separately, that's still $60 plus a season pass, or $80 plus the season pass, or $120 plus the season pass, again, if they didn't come with it. The only one I know for sure that didn't come with the season pass is the $60 version, which is still, when you add it together, $110 goddamn dollars. But we're talking about the people who actually invested in the more expensive versions, which I'm pretty sure only the $120 version came with the season pass. So even if the 80 didn't come with it, that's still $130 that people had to spend to get both games and a season pass. But the season pass only covered Infinite Warfare DLC, not Modern Warfare Remastered. So now they have to spend an extra $15 fucking dollars for the DLC that they thought they were gonna get anyway. But then again, there's that fine print. So, all that together are separate shoddy business practices. And I just want to, at this moment, apologize for the really awful Zombies gameplay. This is the first time I've ever played this Zombies map. I haven't even really seen footage on it. I didn't know where the perks were, the Pack-a-Punch, the Mystery Machine. I didn't know where any of that was, so basically I'm using wall guns throughout the entire fucking goddamn thing, completely unupgraded. I'm sorry, but eventually I did find the Juggernog, what is essentially Juggernog, but for the life of me, I couldn't find the fucking Pack-a-Punch. I didn't know what it looked like. So, sorry, but first and last time playing this Zombies map. Anyway, back to Activision. All of this is just a giant culmination of shoddy business practice and trying to cover their ass for the really shitty sales of Infinite Warfare. They knew it was not going to sell well just from the fucking reception. So they put the failsafe in place that if you did buy the upgraded versions and you just wanted Modern Warfare Remastered, you couldn't play the fucking thing without having the Infinite Warfare disc. Which is really fucking stupid. It was purely to save their bottom line and make sure no one was... just making sure that they made all the money and that no one else was. But there was that you couldn't play it without the Infinite Warfare disc. There was charging extra just to get Modern Warfare Remastered. There was the Season Pass thing where it doesn't cover Modern Warfare Remastered DLC. And then there's the fact that you have to pay even more for the DLC than when it first came out. Now, I realize game development, though they didn't develop it, Infinity Ward developed it, they just published it, but, you know, Activision wants their money back for the publishing aspect, and I guess they thought they weren't going to make their money back, so they put these quote-unquote fail-safes in place. But in Infinity Ward's defense, they did say that they made a game that they wanted to see, that they thought was going to be a good game. But the problem with that was that it's not about you. It's about us, the consumer. And even before Black Ops 3 came out, which is, they started developing Infinite Warfare right around time Advanced Warfare dropped. But even before Black Ops 3 was even a thing, people were sick of they were just done with the future shit. Because Advanced Warfare fucked it up so bad in multiplayer aspect because the spawns were just fucked. But people dealt with Black Ops 3 because it was actually better than Advanced Warfare, but Infinity Ward was like, oh, well, you know, they like Black Ops 3, so let's just keep rolling with it. It's too late to turn back now. But, so they thought that they made a game that people would like, but turns out they were wrong. And Activision saw that and was like, oh fuck, we might not make our money back, or it won't make as much money as the other CODs. So they threw all these shoddy business practices towards us, and now people who actually bought into the hype of Modern Warfare Remastered and just, you know, bought the next COD because it was the next COD, are all complaining about everything that comes out now, shoddy business practice-wise, with Activision. And Activision even got people laid off at Infinity Ward because Infinite Warfare sold so bad. People were literally fired because of this game. And that is sad. And that is all on Activision. It is all on Activision. So this is basically a message warning you guys to not buy into the goddamn hype. Now, COD YouTubers like Ali A and T Martin and all those other fucking dudes, they will buy the next COD purely because it is the next COD, and that's how they get their fucking content, unless they have secondary channels. I know Ali A has a secondary channel where he plays all kinds of different shit. Minecraft, most notably, one of them, in Pokemon Go. But just don't buy into the hype. For the love of God. Play it for yourself first. I know that sometimes they say, oh, you can, if you pre-order now, you get access to the beta. Just fucking wait. They often say that to make you pre-order it, but more often than not, they actually open up the beta to everyone, either the week after they started it, or at least a few days after they started it, where it's a quote-unquote open, but really it's a closed beta for those who pre-ordered it only. It's not, and a word to the fucking game developers, it's not an open beta if you keep it behind a paywall. That's a closed beta. That's not open. Open means everyone can join. You're using open in a very wrong sense. Open means everyone can join. Your open beta is that anyone who pre-ordered it can join. That's not open. By any means. But like I said, wait a week, wait a few days. They usually open up the beta to everyone, typically in like week 2. So just wait. Just wait for that. Because if you buy into the hype and then you buy the game, granted this COD didn't sell as well as other CODs before it, and it's been on a steady decline for years, but it still sold millions of copies. And most of it was for that Modern Warfare Remastered hype train. If you don't buy into the hype and you try it for yourself, you can instantly tell whether it is fucking garbage or not. That way you won't be bitching and complaining about it later after you've already spent your money. I do that every single time there's a COD beta. I wait till it's open to everyone, and then I play it. Hell, I played the multiplayer beta and put up videos of it on my channel just months ago for Infinite Warfare. And back then I said this was a shoddy piece of shit. Back then I said it was a shoddy piece of shit. And back then I called Activision out on their shit. But this is even more bullshit upon already giant heaps of bullshit. And Activision, if you keep heaping shit upon shit upon shit, you're eventually gonna put it over your head and smother yourself. You are going to die in your own bullshit. You're killing yourself, you're killing your fans. Just stop. I know gaming is a business, but for fuck's sake, think about us and not your goddamn wallets for a change. At least once. Please. That's gonna do it for this video, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Later.